guys, I'm Killian and welcome back to Easy Math. Last time we learned how to solve algebraic equations using addition and subtraction. In today's video we're going to learn how to solve algebraic equations using multiplication and division. The most important thing to remember when solving for equations is whatever you do on the one side of the equal sign, you must do on the other side of the equal sign. And you must also remember that multiplication and division are inverse operations, so they can undo each other. So here's an example. Say we have 4x is equal to 20. Okay? Now guys, notice we have 4x. And you must be wondering, where is the operation between them? When there's a number and a variable and there's no operation, by default we assume that we know it's a multiplication. It's the same as saying 4 times x. Okay? So whenever there's no operation here, there's a multiplication. Okay? So in order for us to find out the value of x, we know that they're multiplying 4 by x, and the opposite of multiplication is division. So we divide by 4, and notice that when we divide by 4 we write it in fraction form. For whatever we do on this side, we have to do on the other side, so we have to divide 20 by 4. 4 divided by 4, we're going to simplify now. 4 divided by 4 cancels, it's just equal to 1. So when I bring that all the way down, I'm going to have x on its own on one side, and 20 divided by 4 gives me an answer of 5. We can check this answer by saying 4, and we know the value of 5, which is the value of x, which is 5. So we're going to multiply by 5, and we're going to say that's equal to 20. 4 times 5 gives me an answer of 20. 20 is equal to 20. So this answer is true and this answer is balanced. Okay, let's try another one. Say we have 16x is equal to 48. Feel free to pause the video and try this on your own. Okay, so like I said again, there's a multiplication sign, so it's 16 times x. The opposite of multiplication is division. And remember, we put division in fraction form. So we'll divide by 16. Whatever you do on this side, you must do on this side as well. So we're going to divide by 16 here as well. So we're going to have, 16 divided by 16, it's going to cancel, it's going to be 1. I bring this all the way down here. I'll have x is equal to 48 divided by 16 gives me an answer of 3, which is this. Try this one. Say you have x divided by 2 gives you an answer of 6. Feel free to pause this and try on your own. Okay? Now guys, remember x is our unknown value. We're looking for the value of x. Okay? And remember what I told you before. When we have division, we write it in fraction form. So the x divided by 2, we're going to write it in fraction form like this. We're going to have the line over here. We're going to have x on top and 2. Okay? So this is how you have to write it. So the opposite or the inverse operation of division, since we're dividing, is multiplication. So we need to multiply by 2 because we want x on its own. And whatever I do on this side, I must do on this side as well. So this will cancel and we're left with x is equal to 6 times 2. This means times. When you have brackets around a number, there's no operation, it means times. 6 times 2 gives me an answer of 12. Okay? Okay, let's try this example. So we have x over 5 is equal to 20. Try this, okay? So again, like I said, we're looking for the value of x, and x is divided by 5. The opposite of division is multiplication. So we have to multiply by 5 because we want x by itself. Whatever you do on this side, you have to do on this side as well. So we have to multiply by 5 as well. 5 times this 5 and this 5, they cancel out. We bring this all the way down. We have x on its own. Okay, sorry. We have x on its own. We have 20 times 5, which will give me an answer of 100. We can check this answer as well if we substitute the value of x into our equation. So we'll have 100, because that's the value of x, over 5 is equal to 20. 100 divided by 5 gives you an answer of 20. 20 is equal to 20. This equation is balanced and this equation is true. So let's try this different one. So say for example, we have 4 over x is equal to 2. Pause the video and try this on your own, okay? So this is a very interesting one because x is not on top, it's not the numerator. Instead 4 is. So in this case, we don't multiply by 4, we don't multiply by 4 because they won't cancel each other, okay? So instead, we can actually multiply by x. You can actually do that. So we can multiply by x on over here, and whatever you do on this side, you do on this side as well, okay? So the x and the x, they cancel, okay? So you're left with 4, and you bring this down, you have 2x. Now this looks like something we can solve, something we're familiar with. So now we can divide by 2 because there's a multiplication here. So we do the opposite of multiplication is division. So we divide by 2. Whatever you do on this side, you have to do on this side as well. So you divide by 2 over here. And you're left with x on its own. This cancels. X on its own. 4 divided by 2 gives you an answer of 2. The value of x is equal to 2. To make this more clear, you can just say x is equal to 2. Okay, so guys, you can check for this answer. So now we know that the value of x is equal to 2. We can check when the variable is over 4. So you have 4 over the value of x, which is 2. So it's 4 over 2. Must gives us an answer of 2. 4 divided by 2 gives you 2. So 2 is equal to 2. So it is balanced and it is true. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember guys, practice makes perfect. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment down below what you want to see next. Thank you. See you next time.